This is Wednesday 13, and we are now doing a commentary for one of my music videos. Let's roll the ugliness. This is for What the Night Brings. This is our first video that we shot for the last record, Condolences. It was the first video that I had ever done with this lineup, and the first video I had done since 2006, so it was a long time in the making of doing this video, and it came up so quick. I am hungover as hell in this video, I know. And I remember when we got there, they were the director, Matt Zane, was like, "All right, we're not going to use microphones." And I'm like, "Well, what am I going to sing into?" They're like, "Well, just sing to the..." And I felt so weird to me, and I was having panic attacks, I was sweating, and I was like, just give me something. So I got this cane, and the cane kind of became my microphone. So if you watch this video, I'm really just rocking it, because that's my crutch but now it's turned into a great prop live, and I work it awesome. So yeah, it was just this was our first video in a long time, and I just being behind a camera and having 10 people stand around you and lip sync was really odd for me. Even though I'd done it so many times before, I hadn't done it in a while. So but yeah, this video turned out really cool. I remember it was freezing in there, and we still had fans on us. We filmed we filmed this all in the same spot, but we used a couple different things. And there's a shot where all these people are like dressed in these cloaks worshiping me. That's the band. They all have like black sheets on, and I told my bass player, I see it right now, he didn't have his hood on. He's not gonna get paid this week. I told him, see it right there again. He said he had his hood on, but he doesn't. That's not correct worship. But this was fun. I think by the end of the video, I was comfortable, and I'm like, all right, can we start all over? But it had been like 12 hours. Oh, and this is the part where what I really wanted to do with this part is I wanted to shrink myself down to like Freddy Krueger size in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And we were going to do that, but it might have cost like another $1,000 or $2,000, and I was like, I don't have that. So yeah, I wanted to be a little demon climbing on the bed, like on that Stephen King's Cat's Eye. So I just went regular size. And what else and this big thing I'm standing on is just a crane they use for the lights, and we draped a big black cloth on it. It looked like some kind of altar. Although every time I see it, I just see a crane with a black sheet on it. But yeah, but these girls that did the devil costumes, and I had like a couple extra of these devil masks that I wear, and I was like, yeah, you guys can be like my devil witches. So I dressed them up, and they just stood beside of me, and it turned out cool. And you can't go wrong having hot devil chicks in videos, not that I know of. But yeah, this is the first video we had done since my second album. This is the 7th album, so it had been a long time. And on this album in particular, we did like 5 videos. So I just wanted this, just fill it up where anybody said, "You guys don't do videos." Well, now we do. Here's 5. So but yeah, that was the first one, and it kind of got me used to it. So after we did 5 videos for that record, by now I'm kind of a little more comfortable around doing it. And plus, at the time, I was just those stage clothes I had wore last show, and then I put them on, and they were like so tight. And I'm like, who shrank my clothes? They didn't shrink it. You blew up. So I was just, yeah, it was one of those things where I'm like, just doesn't work. So yeah, I was kind of self-conscious on it, and just so. But yeah, it turned out good. Even like most videos I watch, I normally hate, but this one turned out well, and even going back to look at it again, I'm still happy with it. Well, in between this record and the one I said before, I was on a label, and I went independent. Before, remember that big trend when everyone was kind of like, we're going to self-release our records, and I think Korn even did it, and I did that before I heard anybody do it, just because I literally went to Hot Topic of all places, and I said, do you guys want to release my record exclusively? And they went, yep. And I was like, okay, well, you're in every mall. All the record stores are closing. I was like, how much will you sell my record for? And they went, $8.99. I went, that's a great deal. And I was like, how much do I get off of it? And they went, $6.99. I went, even better. So I just went independent from that point on up until we signed the Nuclear Blast. And so every bit of money that there was no record advance money, it was all merch money, and most of the money we ever made just went into touring and just keeping the band touring. And to make a video was a few grand, and I'm going, that's a payment on the van that week or a hotel. So it wasn't because I didn't want to do videos by any means. It was just financially we didn't have the means to do it. And when we got signed to Nuclear Blast, that was one thing that our A&R guy Monty said. He's like, you guys are visual, we need to do a bunch of videos. So we did 5 for that record. So and the new album we have coming out, we have so many new ideas, and now that I know this, I got so many ideas, and it's just, so I'm glad I was able to do all these videos now, because like it's opened my mind to seeing things now, and I won't go in like I did on this one this time, being all nervous. I'll be in a little more control, and hopefully, I say that now, I'll probably be a basket case the first hour though. I'm a horror movie fan, and all my favorite movies were movies that just struck a chord with me, like so when you hear like like Friday the 13th, those are just slasher films. I like them for what they are, but there's really not a whole lot going on in there. But then you see a movie like The Shining, that just gets inside your mind. Like even to this day, I just watched it the other day, and it's still creepy, and it's like, so for me, I like that aspect of creeping people out. Like with our live show, I just put on the weirdest and try to look the weirdest I can and do something I haven't seen anybody do. That's my goal, is to do something I haven't seen anyone do, or be that person in the audience that walks in and goes, what the fuck am I seeing? Whether they like it or not, whether they like the music, they're just drawn to it, and they're just like, what am I seeing? They either leave with that, either going, I like that band, or I don't know what that band was doing, but that guy had 2 heads, so I just like to leave people, I want people to come in and just be like, what the fuck, like, I'm a huge Alice Cooper fan, and he pretty much, like, in my mind, he created the whole, the theatrical thing, and I base my show a lot, like, kind of the way he does his show, but I want to be more of the weirder, darker stuff that like Alice wouldn't touch. Like Alice was evil, but he still kind of kept that family side. I want to kill the family. Yes. So it's more like that.
You're the coolest fucking guy alive.
I know. I'm
Hey, I do what I do. I wake up.
Anything else you want to add?
I always add 2 + 2, and that's 4.